It all started with a phone call from my dad. Katie? He still calls me Katie. Maybe you should play down the whole CEO thing. This was not in reference to my professional choices. My dad is very proud of my entrepreneurial career. This was in reference to my personal life, specifically to dating. I told my dad his idea was a little bit offensive, but I knew he meant well. However, it did make me think about how I advertised my entrepreneurial career to dating prospects. And I wondered, are other female entrepreneurs out there thinking and writing about the same thing? It turns out they are, specifically around the idea that female entrepreneurs are difficult to date, for reasons ranging from us having a lot of demands on our time to having strong personalities. I thought this justified a follow-up call from my dad. Hey, Dad, quick question for you. Do you think I'm difficult for men to date? Katie, if I saw you at a bar, I wouldn't even buy you a drink. Thanks, Dad. I love you too. This was the man who raised me. He demanded an enormous amount of personal accountability from me, and he rewarded me with authority and opportunities. And I know he is proud of me. But he never married a woman like me. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and his current wife is as well. This is all starting to sound a little bit familiar. President Trump's wife, Melania, is the perfect wife archetype. She's intelligent, she speaks 4 languages, she's model attractive, soft-spoken and sweet. Ivanka is the perfect daughter archetype. She's also intelligent, but she was mentored by her father to be a strong, independent businesswoman and given roles of authority and leadership within his companies, which I can relate to, having also been groomed for leadership at a young age. In a published study, American men list intelligence as the top quality that they value in a wife and daughter, but after that, their responses split. Men said they prefer wives to be attractive and sweet, but for daughters, men ranked being independent, strong, and principled as more important qualities than the same characteristics in wives. In polling my own social circles, fathers with daughters overwhelmingly listed independence as the top quality they hoped for their daughters to have. So why this discrepancy between desirable characteristics in wives and daughters? Well, let's go back to what Dad had to say earlier and accept, for the sake of this discussion, that it is more difficult to date an Ivanka archetype than a Melania archetype. And I really mean this in no offense to the Melanias. They are intelligent, desirable women. It's more difficult to date an Ivanka archetype because that's exactly how our successful baby boomer fathers planned for it to be. As one writer put it, the wife doesn't necessarily have the responsibility to maintain the family fortune that she married into. That's the husband's role. The daughter, on the other hand, stands to inherit a portion of the family fortune and thus needs to be trained in different skills. She needs to be able to make sure an outside party marrying in doesn't abscond with it, and she needs to be able to maintain it and ideally grow it herself. So how is the modern gentleman to go about dating one of these strong, independent, entrepreneurial ladies? Well, luckily it's not as bad as it sounds. The secret is just to be the best version of the person you already are. Well, what does that mean? Well, first of all, show us you're a leader, a good leader. Yes, we're in a masculine role professionally, but that doesn't mean we want to be in one personally. Treat us like ladies and we'll treat you like gentlemen. Make a plan and commit to it. As leaders ourselves, we know what good leadership looks like. Bring your A game. We do, to everything. Show us you're the handsome man in the LinkedIn profile that we saw, and not just on the first or second date. And come prepared. And come prepared to engage in a meaningful conversation with us. We engage in meaningful conversations with professionals all day long. Speak to us like equals. Your company may be 10 times the size, but we still have management issues, leadership challenges, etc. I'm sure you can find a way to relate. Take care of your mind and body. High-quality men require emotionally stable, physically attractive women. Why wouldn't we be looking for the same? All the most famous entrepreneurs prioritize their mental and physical health. And finally, make sure you love yourself in what you do, or change it. We're living our dream. We took the risks. We made the sacrifices to do what we knew would make us happy. Be prepared to do the same for yourself. Entrepreneurs are passionate people. We care a lot about everyone in our lives, our families, our businesses, our employees, and you. We want everyone we care about to be successful, and we're exactly the kind of women that can help make that happen. My name is Kate Whatley, and I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 8 years now, and I want to thank you for the time today. It's your most valuable asset.